First on two of the changes, one of those involving Antron Brown, who's already been out for 2 races. Normally we see him here for the first time of the year. And Angelle and Antron reunited with George Bryce, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, Mike.
Oh, that's right. You got Chip Ellis taking Angel's ride over at DSR on that Suzuki for the first time. Some other changes, too. Chris Rivas will look for him to have a great season this year with G2 Motorsports. Peggy Llewellyn still looking for a ride. Rules changes this year. Suzuki's going to get a little 10-pound break to help them try to keep up with the V-Rods and the Buells.
Certainly, though, the biggest story has to be involving that young man there. That's Antron Brown. And this young lady here, this is Angelle Sampay. Glad you could join us on our NHRA Race Day set. And Antron, we'll start with you. So far, the Matco Tools dragster, you've had a great qualifying success, been top 5 every time. You're 3 races into this thing. How do you feel your transition is going?
I feel it's going real smooth, Dave and Mike. Basically, the team's been working real hard, and we have a great race team like we have over at DPM with Lee Beer, tuning and screws, is that the transition was easy when they give you the understanding what the car's going along. And each run, I'm feeling more and more comfortable, and I still got some growing pains I'm going through, but I'm just studying my tape and my reels and trying to make it better and minimize those rookie mistakes.
Well, you know, Angelle, you haven't made such a big changes going from a pro stock motorcycle to a top fuel dragster, but going from Suzuki to the V-twin fuel, it's got to be a lot different riding that bicycle or the motorcycle. Can you explain a little bit?
It almost feels like a top fuel dragster. It shakes so much, but it's a lot of fun. The V-twin is really easy to ride. G2 Motorsports did an awesome job at developing a motorcycle that's rider friendly. This is still a very new team for myself, but also for the whole team. I mean, Carl Clement has put together a great team, but it's very new. They're still learning a lot about racing. We're picking up new sponsors every week. We have Tucker Rocky and Royal Purple, along with Doc Harley Davidson and CycleSpot.com, and these people are all new to drag racing. They're new to this team, so we have a lot to learn together, and I have a lot to learn as a V-twin rider, but we're going to pull it together, and we're going to do well this year.
And if you missed her on our qualifying show, where do you see her leathers? They're blinged out just a bit. Antron, one of those growing pains you talked about perhaps could be pedaling. You haven't had an opportunity to do a lot of it. Perhaps you could have beaten Tony Schumacher, your teammate, with a little better pedal job here. Is that probably one of these biggest learning curves right now?
For sure. I mean, I've been in a great race car through testing and everything, and I haven't had a chance to really pedal a car what we call when you peel the tires. I've been to where it shakes, where that's a real quick pedal where you go boop, boop off the throttle, but I haven't been in one where it actually peeled the tires. And in Phoenix, I described the first run, the car was very close to spinning tires right off the hit. The car twitched one time, and it made it through. And in my mind, once it does it once, you're pretty much good the rest of the way down the track. And in my mindset, I thought I was all right, and then I peeled them right at about 150 feet, and I just held on too long and got way out the groove, and pretty much I was over after that, just trying to get it down the racetrack.
Now, obviously, this young man handles pressure here, too, because remember, 2 qualifying sessions, the last 2 race, 5th in Phoenix, 4th here. Pro stock motorcycle, a couple notable DNQs, Steve Johnson, Craig Treble. But, Angelle, I want to get your opinion now that you ride a Buell about how good of a run Matt Guidera made yesterday. 0.05 of a second, #1 qualifier.
Matt did a great job. He's capable of doing that. You know, every once in a while he'll blow us all away. He did it in Reading, Pennsylvania last year. Like I said, these V-twins are awesome. They're really easy to ride. Rush Racing Products has given me the opportunity to ride a V-twin this year, and that way I can learn the differences between the Suzukis and the V-twins, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be given the opportunity to help educate people that it is a lot more level than I thought it was. The Suzukis are doing a great job keeping up with us. I mean, Karen Stouffer is doing a great job. Chip Ellis out-qualified me this weekend, so we're hanging in there, but I have to say while I have a moment that I miss Antron Brown in the Pro Stock Bike pits. It's really weird going up there and he's not there. You know, this was the angel on my shoulder, and so this year, fortunately, I have come on guys, fortunately I have a great family at Rush Racing and KK Racing, but it's not going to be the same without Antron.
Now they've been allowing you to go over and visit your friends in the Pro Stock pits, or you've been basically...
No, for sure. Yesterday, I got to go visit them for a good bit yesterday and last night, and I got to make it up for their first run down the racetrack, and it felt weird to see all the motorcycles going down the racetrack, and I was standing right there in the lane when Angelle ran Chip, and I was just like, wow. I was like, dude, just keep on going. I saw her make a decent run the first hit, and it's Gainesville. This is where I started my career back in '98, and it's like I feel like it was a piece of me missing. But that top fuel has got my mind going all kind of ways with that intense ride. So I love where I'm at, but I surely do miss the motorcycles, Mike.
For what it's worth, that Chip Ellis Suzuki just happens to be the bike that Angelle rode last year, keeping this in mind. You guys are always yucca-bucking, making bets, who's going to do better, who's going to do better there. Have you guys had an opportunity to set anything up for this year?
No, I missed my opportunity to get Antron to wear the pink tutu in the winner's circle.
Oh!
So now we're not in competition against each other anymore. So if people thought that we rooted for each other before or we supported each other before, you can only imagine how great the support is now. My big goal in this year is to be in the winner's circle with Antron Brown. We've never had the opportunity to be in the winner's circle with 2 trophies at the same time until now, so we're looking forward to doing that.
Could it happen today? Well, Angelle will start with Paul Gast. Antron will start with Doug Foley. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Angelle Antron Brown here on our NHRA Race Day set.